What's up? What's up? Ah, what up? Get my shit together. I know. I'm late. I got a baby, man. I gotta pass. What's happening? What's happening? Cool. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? Jay Bex, what's good, my brother? El Presidente. What's good? Jaquan, what's good? Mixmaster 17, what's happening? Miss Melinda Gates to you, baby. What's happening? I like that one. Jaytronic, what up? Oh, it is. It's a gorgeous day, is it not? I got some incredible genetics to get down to you, my man. Brought down from San Rafael. Can't wait. It's actually some of the best shit I've had in years. What's happening, everybody? Rico Lamite here, founder of Cannavision Global and correspondent on State of Cannabis NewsHour, where you can get your daily dose every single morning, weekday morning, I should say. We are on at 9 a.m. Me and 11 other thought leaders in the cannabis industry run through the biggest news stories in the cannabis universe, and we have great debates on these. We talk script service on it, and we have about 2 minutes to go over the story each, about 2 minutes and 20 seconds to have audience reaction and to run through everything else. And I go through these daily recaps in the afternoon to give you guys a little bit more color on what we were talking about, why it's important to the industry, and get your feedback as well. So appreciate everybody out. Jay, what's happening? Mr. Matt. Wisconsin is in the house. I dig it, man. You guys got to come through. Man. Always welcome. Got to see my man over here, the Wizard of Oz himself. Down with us, Mr. Jason Beck. If you don't know Jason Beck, you got to know Jason Beck. Matthew Berry. I got another Matt from Wisconsin in here too, man. What the fuck is up with Matts in Wisconsin today? Veronica, what's happening? Sweet Canada J, what's popping? Spliff Killer, what's good? Isaiah Thomas is a fake. I feel like I was a trap for me to say that. Aaron Bobaron, what's good? All right, let's get it popping. I'm gonna hop in here today. So today's story, CannaSafe finally announced their new management team. Are they the same CannaSafe? I don't know. Got mixed feelings about who CannaSafe was before. So I'll stay away from the emotional stuff today. Got a lot of feedback in my box today about this one. So man. All right, so this came out Business Insider today. CannaSafe actually announced finally announced the departure of their old CEO. Jason Beck actually brought that up on this morning's news hour. Aaron Riley, everybody in the industry knew that he was out, but I guess it was official today. And they appointed a new management team. So CannaSafe, one of the industry's largest and most aspirational testing laboratories, announced this morning that the CEO and founder Aaron Riley will be leaving the Embattled company to start a new lab in Florida. According to a release this morning, CannaSafe selected 3 new members of the leadership team, and Riley was going to be there to help facilitate the lab's transition before moving on to build out Oregon and Florida facilities under a new entity. Partners Bill Scroggins and Greg Balotin will become owners, and Greg Dabkowski will take Riley's spot as CEO. Company vets Antonio Frazier, what up, Antonio? Eni Afia, what up, Eni? Are going to stay on board respectively as president and chief science officer, along with a handful of other original science team. CannaSafe's California operations were thrusted into uncertainty when the Blacklist.xyz, what up, Blacklist, broke the story last October of the license suspension prior to Afia's subsequent departure from the lab giant. It was never fully made clear to the public why the lab, who touted themselves as having the most integrity in the game, ended up being suspended in one of the most important markets after a $20 million investment was allegedly on the table, leading to plenty of alleged rumors swirling on behind the scenes. Many of these can still be searched and found on Blacklist and Reddit. I saw all of them are still live and popping, and they gained new blood from the stories coming out now. All right, so from executive sexual harassment, payoffs for favorable results, amid other tabloid fodder. And if you guys want to find out that stuff, check it. Just Google it, man. It's not hard to find. The official word from CannaSafe was that a disputed client testing resulted into a BCC investigation, and miscommunication resulted in them moving forward with business as usual during a stop work order. Okay. Regardless of what really happened, I'm sure Antonio, Eni, and rest of CannaSafe's returning team are glad to be back to work doing what they do best under new leadership. So let's talk about this real quick. Chad Watson, what up, brother? I owe you a call, man. I'm going to give you a call when I'm on my way to go teach these kids some football skills over in Pasadena. So keep it short today, man. CannaSafe. Anybody knows CannaSafe? Anybody? I'm not so sure they're the biggest anymore. They were the biggest in the industry, big multi-state aspirations. Those were cut short at the end of last year. They got suspended. They got outed for being suspended. Blacklist put out the fact that they were suspended on the BCC website, and pandemonium ensued. We actually covered the story. We were the first actual, I guess, mainstream organization. I don't think it's a mainstream organization, but Cannavision, we were the first to actually report on this on a major level. And my boy Matt, I don't know if Video Matt is in here today, man. He's actually the one. He had even more in-depth information on it. He called into CannaSafe, and he called into CannaSafe, and he recorded a phone call, which is illegal in California. You can't do that. Ask Kanye West about that shit. And he got a cease and desist directly from CannaSafe. I reached out to Antonio immediately. What's up, Backpack Boys? What's happening? All right, so I reached out to Antonio immediately. I was like, yo, what's up with this shit, man? I'm getting calls from left and right about this whole suspension thing. I want to hear it directly from you guys before I even entertain the rumors, because Antonio is my guy. And respectfully, he hit me with a corporate statement. It wasn't nothing. And a lot of other people, what up, Dave? What up? I think that's actually trademarked now. I gotta hit you up on my other guy. He actually trademarked that New York shit, that your shit. So big ups to y'all. No, but I reached out to Antonio Frazier, who's now the president and everything. He's my homeboy. And he told me he couldn't talk about it. They're going through some corporate shit, and he hit me with the corporate response to that shit. And I think I still have that shit too. I'm gonna bring this shit up, man. So we were on top of this story from the beginning, and then obviously it just disappeared along with Aaron Riley. He disappeared too. I don't know. Big ups if anybody knows where Aaron Riley is, man, I'd love to hear from him. All right, so here we go. Actually have this from Antonio. Here we go. This is dope. This is why I'm glad to be living in the internet era. So we can actually hear. All right, so he said things were kind of tricky for us because we don't have actual products. So I'm interested in talking about this, but you know that my hands are tied. CannaSafe, we're actually under investigation right now for the BCC, so we cannot speak in depth for what is going on online, but I really, really appreciate you getting the message out, and we're trying to go early on a full PR attack. So this is Tuesday, December 1st. All right. Although BCC hasn't followed their standard protocol, we didn't get information until today about the next steps. I do think your outlet would be a good place to discuss once the dust settles. I love what you're doing, Cannavision. We're hoping to be able to settle this process by the end of next week, but we don't know. I'll hit you up as soon as possible. I did not hear from Antonio. What up, K4? I did not hear from Antonio again until I was at actual Jason Beck's house, right, at Jason Beck's birthday party a month ago. So I don't know what's going on with CannaSafe. Maybe they're back to the good business. What people were saying this morning is that they were too fun for a lab, for a company that's supposed to be doing handling the X's and O's, company that's not supposed to be fun. But that was like the problem, especially in a market like California, when we have so many operators that are continuing to do their thing in the trap. What up, trap? I got love for the trap. But it's hard to go against these guys. It's hard to go against people, and CannaSafe ain't safe. You said it, not me. I did not say that. But they got big money. They got big dollars. They're going to sue me. But it's tough to go against a lot of these people who are actually paying to play. So I don't know, man. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what the fix is for something like this, other than make sure that you know the short and long-term ramifications for doing what you're doing. If you get a fraudulent COA, is shitty as COAs are, as flimsy as those as they are as well, they're very, very easy to Photoshop them shits, but you're running the risk to put your whole business in the gutter, period. And if you're chasing profits just to stay on top, you're running the risk to put your business in the gutter as well. CannaSafe was the top lab on top of absolutely everything until this whole thing went down, and then it was crickets for them because they just were not operating in the biggest market in the industry. And I don't know what happened to that $20 million investment that was on the table for them, but it might have threw the baby out with bathwater there. When you're not operating in your main place of business, checks stop flowing in. People are going to get fired. I know a lot of people on that CannaSafe team who ended up being collateral damage because of all this. And then that's when all the rest of the rumors started flying all over the place. Start hearing about everything that I mentioned earlier, allegedly. Oh, man. All right. So what are the reasons operators would pick one lab or over the other? You know, if we have some operators on here, Jason, you still on here? I'd like to hear directly from you guys, like what would make you choose one lab over the other? If you're a licensed operator, if you're a non-licensed operator, obviously you're going to go to somebody who has the most bang for your buck, who's going to give you the best results. But if you're a licensed operator, I would think would be vicinity, within, like how close they are to your business, number one, and then number two, the cost, right? Weed is your weed. If you are a licensed operator and you're not doing a bunch of shady shit, you have no problem who is actually testing your shit. It's going to be cost and location, right? In this case, I mean, we have a ton of different labs. Aaron Boban, what's happening, brother? Choose a lab who takes your calls when you have issues. There you have it, right? In this case, I mean, we have a lot of testing labs here, and the competition is pretty stiff in California, especially in Southern California. You have a lot of different testing labs out here, and they're all going for the same business. And if you have a company that has been doing business with you for a long time, I know SC Labs ran into a lot of negative PR from people saying the same thing about them too. So it's a dirty game, and it's very, very lucrative too, because that's where the bottleneck is the most in the California industry, is at the testing labs. Everybody has to go get their shit tested. Everybody has to get COAs as well. So you have a limited amount of testing labs. We have a lot, I mean, relatively, but if you have a limited amount of testing labs and it costs so much to get that license too, I think it's like $3 million, something like that. I think it's with somebody. Don't quote me on that, but somebody told me that directly. It was about $3 million to get down. with that license be properly operating as a lab facility. It's a tough game, and it's very lucrative. And what some of the comments were saying this morning about Aaron Riley's cars and his lavish lifestyle, he was obviously living off of some of that, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, if you're making money, man, flex that shit. Like, I don't know, you come from this game, especially if you come from a certain side of this game, we like to flex. So that has no effect on the best of his business, in my eyes, at least. So, is this the last that the California industry will hear from Aaron Riley? I don't know. I don't know if this is the last we're going to hear from Aaron Riley, man. Full disclosure, Aaron has never crossed me. He's never been a bad person to me. I know a lot of people have their issues with Aaron Riley. I know this. My ceiling fan looks like I'm about to cut my head off right there. Sorry, y'all. I don't know. Like, Aaron's always been a good dude to me. He's never crossed me. He's never said anything bad or done anything bad to me. So I don't know, man. Antonio's always been a straight shooter with me. Antonio's my homeboy. So I'll keep it real about Antonio. I never had any close relationships with Aaron. I wish him the absolute best. Hopefully he lands on his feet, and I wish him the absolute best with his new endeavors in Oregon and Florida. But it seems like a lot of people in California have negative shit to say about Aaron. What's good? What up, Harry? What up, Harrison boy? What's good, Boogie BLA? All right, K4 Jr. Uplift Maryland was in the motherfucking building. What's good, G? All right, so finally, why was I late? Why was I late? All right, so those of you in Harrison, you can attest to this, and everybody else who is a father, who my baby girl fell asleep, and I fell asleep too. So that's why I was late. That's why I was 5 minutes late today. So y'all want to see some shit? This is me earlier. Passed the fuck out on the couch because I was tired. So you gotta get it straight from me. You always gotta get the real shit from me. So much love. I gotta head up the street. I go coach some Pop Warner football with my man, with my man Anthony McFeeters, aka Mr. Cannabis. You know why? Because we do this for the cheer, and these little ghetto kids, they got a special spot in my heart. So make sure you guys check us out tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific, State of Cannabis News Hour, where you can get your daily dose. Make sure you guys hit up Veronica over here, Vanessa on my team, about CBD Sundays this Sunday as well. Still got tickets available for that. We still got some sponsor slots available for that also. And just remember, man, when life gives you no place else to turn, you guys got to turn the fuck up. Please turn up. Please turn up. I can't smoke today, man. I can't smoke in here. The baby's over here, man. Y'all just... Everybody, what you smoking on today, Rico? I'll be smoking on something in the car. You want to call me while I'm in the... No, I'm not, allegedly. Y'all better not be snitching on me. All right, man. Much love. Make sure you guys check in. State of Cannabis News Hour every single morning. You can get your daily dose. Get daily dose. After the daily dose, get your daily dose. And make sure you guys show some love, too, man. Got lots of stuff going on right now, lots of stuff in the industry. If you hear something, if you see something, say something discreetly, and we will put out your messaging completely. I got a question. All right, so a quick question. I got a question over here from you too. Y'all are really trying to set me up over here. I'm not snitching. So, at what point was Aaron Riley and his problematic ways widely known in the industry? I don't know. Like, all this stuff is alleged. None of this stuff, I don't think there's any criminal cases out on Aaron Riley. I don't know him personally, but rumors were swirling. And if you know anything about Cannavision, we are not snitches. We are not tabloids. That's more blacklists lane. Think of us as more of like the Vice News of the cannabis industry. We actually offer the microphone, the camera, the lighting to everybody else out in the street, so you guys can tell your story. We don't snitch on people. We get a lot of information. We get a lot of hot tips on stuff, but we have to release that information as hot tips, as anonymous tips. We're not going to be snitching on anybody. But I don't know. Rumors about Aaron and his improprieties, they have been in the industry, I guess, for some time. Certain people close to him said that it wasn't true. And other people close to him said that 100% he was up to some shady shit. So I don't know. It's all alleged. Nothing of that is on paper. And I don't know. Can't speak for that. If you guys got proof for some shit, we can talk about some proof on some shit. But until some proof materializes, it's all just a bunch of hearsay. So, and y'all know how this fucking industry is with the fucking gossip. So I try to stay clear of all that. I am Switzerland, Black Switzerland. Oyster perpetual. Not about the high. What up? What up? Calex Elliott, what up? All right, lab testing. What are some other labs that you would recommend in Southern California? I don't recommend anybody unless they're actually, one of our sponsors. You should be able to get out of one lab what you get out of the other labs. And I think that's what is part of the problem we were talking about this morning. What was going on at CannaSafe is they were too fun of a work atmosphere. It's cool to be fun when you are in a certain type of setting. Like when you're in a dispensary, it's cool to be fun. When you're in a delivery service, it's cool to be fun. When you are marketing a product, it's cool to be fun. But when you're in a lab testing facility, you're doing something that's scientifically based. And I understand that argument, man. But I also understand the fact that CannaSafe is going up against these other labs that were doing a little bit of shady stuff. And regardless of CannaSafe, if they dip their toe in that water or not, they had a lot of fight against, man. They being the best, being the fact that they were accredited and all that shit. When they say they're ISO, like I think that's a bunch of bullshit, because that goes back to me and being in, I guess, credit card processing. We were an ISO. It doesn't mean that we weren't shady and we were doing the shady shit that we were doing. So I really wish they would stop saying they're ISOs, independent sales organization. But being an accredited lab and being such a big, great looking facility and everything, they had to push a premium for their services. And the fact that they were more expensive than their peers, they were trying to put out a cool image. And I guess that shit backfired on them. So I don't know, man. I like to have fun in everything that I'm doing, whether it's scientific or very organic. I don't know. Yeah. Aaron, clue me in on that. Because I've been thinking the whole ISO thing, independent sales organization. If I'm wrong on that, I'm pointing thumbs right now. I'm not pointing fingers. Like what? I've only thought of ISO as independent sales organization. If ISO is different, please let me know. I would love to know that. You see, that's what makes me different than a lot of people out here. Like, I'm not going to be pointing fingers. I point thumbs, man, when I fuck up. If ISO is different than independent sales organization, that's what it just rang a bell in my head as an independent sales organization, ISO. So maybe it's better that they do a better job of conveying the message what the fuck are ISO is, so you don't have people like me thinking, oh, independent sales organization. So scientific standards, okay. What does it stand for, though? What does ISO stand for? Independent scientific organization? I don't know. CW was the first to be an ISO. Okay, cool. So other labs, I would say in CW. All right, other labs I would say in Southern California that I know of operating Bel Costa. All labs are required to be ISO by a certain date. Okay. So why are they even pushing the fact that we're ISO? We're the only. Interesting stuff. International Standards Organization. The more I know. Thank you guys for see, this is why I love the cannabis community. Thank you guys for cluing me in on that. I will always admit when I fuck up on that, when I'm wrong with that. So that's what makes me different. Me and 2 Chainz. Fly Girl 5015. Oh, it's all marketing bullshit. Yeah. So it's like when I was in finance, like the whole like CFA shit, man. Like, or CFP as well. Like, yes, it's a hard ass test. It's a mile wide and an inch fucking deep, but we ain't no fucking CFA. We're actually making more than CFA. I swear. So it's a bunch of marketing bullshit. They'll get you a job like here and there, and they'll get you like, I go, oh, you guys are CFA, but nobody really gives a shit about all that stuff. So and it has no bearing on how well you do your job whatsoever. Bel Costa is another lab. SC Lab is still operating too. Where's some other labs? Cannabis, I know they were involved in a little bit of a scandal too. Those are some of the labs I can think of off the top of my head right now. I do have daddy brain. I just woke up from a daddy nap. So you guys know some other labs down here, man. What's up? What up from Atlanta? What's happening? What's happening? I gotta show love to my people from Atlanta as well. Atlanta's doing some really, really dope shit. Got it. So, ISO, I am guessing, is similar to like CFP. CFA in the financial industry was like, oh, the big time test. So you was chartered financial analyst, whatever. You're just like a talking head. But CFP, chartered financial planner, like pretty much anybody could pass that shit. But the fact that you did it, like people like off the streets, like, oh, are you a CFP? Like, nobody gives a fuck if you're a CFP. Got it. So thank you for calling me on the ISO. And I think they need to do a better job of putting that out there because I had no idea what ISO meant. So protocol says. If you guys know of any other labs in Southern California, I actually got a request from somebody on YouTube looking for other labs to work with other than CannaSafe. I'm not paid by any labs, so I'm a free-for-all, man. I'm down to let people know what is available out in the market. And in the other states, man, in the other states, if you have the money to do a testing lab, just know, and I'll put this out too, because this actually was swept under the rug. Came out when some other news came out. You know, they like to do that. They like to slide shit out, especially right now with the whole Afghanistan shit going on, with the whole Haiti shit going on. Watch for a bunch of shit to be passed behind the scenes, man. That's not me just being a conspiracy theorist or anything like that. This is America. That's how the shit goes down. But the DEA is actually going to be controlling all of the testing labs for the hemp industry, read between the lines there, as of December 2022. This is why I always say, like, I would not be surprised if the entire industry goes federally legal before midterm elections, because the DEA is already set up to have their standards and protocols to be followed, and you have to be a DEA accredited testing lab in the hemp space by December 2022. So that means everybody in the CBD space, and if legalization occurs before December 2022, expect for your lab results to be run through the DEA. So make sure you guys are listening to the fucking news, man, and reading some of this shit. We go through a lot of these stories on State of Cannabis News Hour. I go even deeper with these stories every single day here on my recaps. If you guys got questions, man, please don't hesitate to reach out. If you guys got questions on anything after we go off the air, make sure you DM us, dmcannavision.global. Reach out to Veronica or my team behind the scenes, info@cannavision.com, and we will make sure you guys have the best information possible. If I don't have the facts, just like my man Aaron Bobaron, thank you for correcting me, I will always get you some vetted info also. Let's see. What are you talking about, Aaron? What are you talking about, brother? But we'll always get you the right information, period. So whether it's from us, whether it's from somebody else, don't worry. Like we have no skin in the game, and we just want to give everybody vetted information, get everybody in the right place, because we believe that this industry is made for all of us, black, white, brown, in between. We all should be eating at this motherfucking table. We shouldn't just be sitting here twiddling our fingers and hoping to make it to the next round of fucking social equity, which I also think is a bunch of bullshit, man. But another conversation for another day. I gotta go hop into this parking lot that we all know as the 10 freeway, head over to the other side of Los Angeles and go get my Pop Warner coaching on. For those of you guys just hopping in, much love to you. I love you guys all. Kuro Lotus Yoga, Kev GB. You hear my baby girl in the background. Right. Canna Flowers 03, Aaron Bobaron, much love, brother. I really appreciate you, man. Thank you for correcting me on there. Fly Girl 5015, Not About the High. K4 Jr., my man out in Maryland. Veronica, what's happening? My homegirl out here. LA Ozonator, what's good? What's popping? Let's see. Game Time Buck, my brother, was good. I still have not heard back from you know who. Cali Exit 45, what's popping? Harrison Bird, my other brother from another mother, out in Charlotte, North Carolina, kicking it, checking in with the homie. Boogie B LA, what's good? The Painted Lady LA, what's happening? Brad Piff, Dag Rower, what's good? LA Ozonator, what up? Fitzpatrick's, Sweet Canada J, what's good? What's good? DB1 Husker, what's happening? Backpack Boys, Bully Wiz, what's good? My man Dave, Happy Monkeys in the motherfucking building, what's good? DYLA 918, what's popping? My man Chad Watson, oh, you a call, brother. Matt Berry, what's popping? What's popping? Sweet Canada J. My man Jay Bex in the house, El Presidente, what's good? Happening. Great meeting you too. Great meeting you too. Much love, much love. Babes in the Bay was outstanding. I can't wait. Hopefully we can get that infused dinner in sometime soon. And when we're not out there, we're not all afraid of this fucking pandemic, man. We need to get out of here, man. So much love, everybody. I gotta get up out of here. Remember, when there's no place else to turn, you can always turn the fuck up. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I love you all. And make sure you guys kiss your babies. Hug your mamas, kiss your wives, and your street clothes and your pajamas. Hey, I'm out.